Hello, and welcome to today's briefing. I'm Dana, and joining me is Matt. We're covering a wide range of stories, from politics to entertainment. Let's start with the latest developments in the U.S. Supreme Court. Chief Justice John Roberts has temporarily allowed construction of President Donald Trump's $400 million White House ballroom project to continue. The project has been embroiled in legal challenges over congressional approval.
That's interesting. So the lower courts had issues with the project due to lack of congressional approval?
Exactly. The lower courts sought to halt above-ground construction, citing the need for congressional approval. The Trump administration has appealed this decision to the Supreme Court.
And what happens next in this process?
The Supreme Court will now consider the administration's emergency appeal. Chief Justice Roberts' temporary order allows construction to proceed for now.
President Trump has expressed gratitude to the Supreme Court for this decision. How significant is this project, and what's the context around it?
The project is a $400 million ballroom renovation at the White House. It's part of a broader renovation effort. The legal challenge centers on whether the project requires congressional approval.
So the fact that it's moving forward despite legal challenges suggests there are strong arguments on both sides. What are the main arguments against the project?
The main argument is that the project exceeds the $3.7 million threshold for congressional approval. Opponents argue that it should be halted until Congress approves the funding.
That makes sense. Let's move on to another story.
President Trump has stated that the Strait of Hormuz is American territory and warned Iran against acquiring nuclear weapons. This has escalated tensions between the U.S. and Iran.
That's a significant statement. How has Iran responded to Trump's claims?
Iran has rejected Trump's assertions, calling them delusional. Tensions remain high over the strategic waterway and its impact on global energy supplies.
The Strait of Hormuz is crucial for global oil shipments. What are the implications of Trump's statement on the region?
Trump's statement has heightened concerns about potential conflict in the region. The strait is a vital shipping route, and any disruption could impact global oil prices.
So the situation is quite volatile. Let's shift gears to a different topic.
TikTok has agreed to a $400 million settlement with the U.S. Justice Department over allegations of violating federal children's privacy laws.
That's a significant settlement. What were the specific allegations against TikTok?
The DOJ alleged that TikTok violated laws protecting children's online privacy. The settlement includes $300 million to be paid immediately and another $100 million later.
This settlement reflects growing scrutiny of social media companies regarding children's safety and privacy. Are there broader implications for other social media platforms?
Yes, this case is part of a larger trend. Many countries are now banning young kids from social media apps due to privacy and safety concerns.
That's a developing story with significant implications. Let's continue with another news item.
Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian has claimed that the world has accepted that Iran has won its conflict with the United States.
That's a bold statement. What context is this claim made in, and how has the U.S. responded?
The claim was made through Iranian state media. The U.S. has not directly responded to this specific statement, but tensions remain high between the two nations.
So there's a narrative developing around the conflict's outcome. Let's move to another story.
Former U.S. Senator Nancy Kassenbaum Baker from Kansas has passed away at 94. She was the first woman elected to the Senate without following a spouse into office.
That's a significant loss. What were some of her notable achievements during her tenure?
She was known for her moderate Republican stance and her work on various committees. Her legacy includes being a trailblazer for women in politics.
That's a great point. Let's transition to some economic news.
Tesla and 8 other automakers have recalled 4.3 million vehicles in China due to concerns about door handles being difficult to open in emergencies.
That's a massive recall. What are the remedies being implemented?
The recalls include software updates and improved warning labels for door handles. This action marks China's largest automotive recall to date.
So regulators are increasing scrutiny of safety defects in the electric vehicle industry. Are there similar recalls happening elsewhere?
While this specific recall is in China, safety concerns in the EV industry are a global issue. Regulators worldwide are paying close attention to safety defects.
Let's move on to another economic story.
Mexico has resumed livestock sales to the U.S. after a year-long ban due to screwworm risk. The sales are now under tight controls.
What were the concerns that led to the ban, and how are the controls being implemented?
The ban was imposed due to an outbreak of screwworm, a parasite affecting cattle. The controls include rigorous inspections and monitoring to prevent the risk from spreading.
That's a relief for ranchers in northern Mexico. Let's discuss another economic development.
China and South Korea have started using a new Arctic trade route to Europe via Russia due to disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz.
That's an interesting development. How does this new route impact global shipping?
The Arctic route provides a shorter alternative, potentially reducing shipping times and costs. However, it also raises environmental concerns.
So this route is becoming more viable due to climate change. What are the environmental implications?
The reduced ice cover makes the route more navigable, but it also accelerates polar ice melt. Environmental groups have expressed concerns about the impact on the Arctic ecosystem.
Let's shift to some sports news.
Former world champion boxer Zolani Tete was shot and killed in South Africa. He was 38 years old.
That's a tragic loss. What are the circumstances surrounding his death?
The details are still emerging, but he was killed in his car in the Eastern Cape province. The incident is under investigation.
The boxing community will be mourning his loss. Let's move on to another sports story.
Serena Williams is returning to the U.S. Open to play mixed doubles with Carlos Alcaraz. They've been given a wild card entry.
That's exciting news. What are the expectations for their partnership in the tournament?
The mixed doubles main draw begins soon, and they're expected to be a strong team. This will be Williams' first time playing at the U.S. Open since 2022.
Let's discuss another sports update.
Former Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb has announced his retirement from the NFL.
What were some highlights of his career, and what's next for him?
Chubb had a career marked by both brilliance and injuries. He's now ending his playing career, but his next steps haven't been announced.
Let's move on to some entertainment news.
Actor Michael Wright, known for The Five Heartbeats, has passed out at 70.
What were some of his notable roles, and what was the cause of his death?
Wright was known for his role in The Five Heartbeats and other films. He died after suffering heart failure and complications from a rare neurological disease.
Let's touch on another entertainment story.
Strictly Come Dancing star Giovanni Pernice has spoken out about feeling suicidal after allegations of bullying by Amanda Abington.
That's a serious and sensitive issue. How has Pernice responded to the allegations, and what's the current status?
Pernice denied the allegations and has spoken about the mental health impact. The incident has sparked a broader discussion about bullying on the show.
Let's wrap up with some more entertainment news.
The world's oldest living person, Ethel Caterham, has turned 117. She's living in a care home in England.
That's remarkable. What's notable about her celebration, and how is she thriving at her age?
She celebrated with family and friends, and despite her advanced age, she's reported to be in good spirits.
As we conclude today's briefing, it's been a wide-ranging conversation, covering politics, economy, sports, and entertainment.
We've covered significant stories from the U.S. Supreme Court's decision on Trump's White House project to the latest in sports and entertainment.
And highlighted the ongoing tensions in the Middle East, major recalls in the automotive industry, and new developments in global trade routes.
It's been a pleasure discussing these stories with you, Matt.
Likewise, Dana. Thank you for joining us today.
And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Until next time.
Goodbye.